Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to Brand New Division video. What if guess today is a brand new Division 2 PvP and Dark Zone video. Today we're going to go over the intelligence annex they did tweet out about 30 minutes ago or so. This article is providing us with a lot of information and clarification of the Dark Zones, conflicts, rogue status and stuff like that. So I do want to go over this, kind of sit down with you guys and pretty much discuss this and inform you if you are missing some information, if you're still not really sure how PvP or Dark Zone is going to work. This article hopefully helps you out. Also, as always, there's going to be a link in the description to this article if you guys want to check it out with your own two eyes. Again, just visit the description and check this out. Alright, so the first thing they talk about are actually the Dark Zones, and what they say is, first on the list is a Dark Zone, or rather, Dark Zones. 3 Dark Zones are available in the Division 2, DZ East, South, and West, and you can access them early in the campaign. The Division's 2 Dark Zones are PvEVP areas with enemy factions roaming the areas. Similar to the Division, our focus in the Dark Zones is to create social interactions between players, characterized by tension. We have implemented a 3-tiered progression system for rogues in the Division 2. There are 2 ways for players to engage with our new rogue progression: world interaction and tackling. And the first one they do talk about is actually the rogue status, and what it says is, this early stage in the rogue loop is new to the Division 2. With a focus on theft and greed, once rogue players see nearby opportunities to complete new rogue actions, stealing other players' loot, hijacking supply drops, and cutting ropes to name a few, performing any of these actions will toggle you rogue. Here the ultimate goal is gaining access to the Thieves' Den, a hidden instance that houses vendors only accessible by agents in this rogue state. The entrance location varies and appears when you execute enough rogue actions. After exiting the Den, players return to the SHD status. If a player kills another player while in this new rogue state, they will go disavowed. So yeah, this is a new rogue state in the Division 2. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I personally like this one. I think it's pretty cool, and it's going to add another kind of aspect to the Dark Zone. You can go in there and, have something else to do, I guess you could say. So personally, I'm a fan of this, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. Up next, we have the disavowed status, and this stage is most familiar to fans of the Division. Killing players raises the attacking agent's disavowed level, and killing enough players raises the disavowed agent status to manhunt. SHD agents can eliminate disavowed agents to claim their bounties. So this is pretty much the same thing as we have in the Division now. Whenever someone is rogue or manhunt, whatever, you kill them, you get the rewards and stuff like that. So this is pretty much the same thing we have in the Division as of right now. Last but not least, we have the manhunt status, and this is the final stage of the rogue loop in which players have to clear their status at a SHD terminal in order to earn rewards. In the Division 2, you have a choice of 3 random terminals active in the Dark Zone to clear your manhunt status. You also have the option to increase notoriety at any terminal, effectively raising your rewards but requiring you to cash out at the next terminal. General terminal areas are visible on the mega map for SHD agents, while a manhunt is active, but precise terminal locations are only revealed to the manhunt players. This creates a cat-mouse style gameplay loop where SHD agents can track down manhunt agents and attempt to claim their bounty. So again, I like this one. I like the idea of having these terminals, and you can go up there and instead of clearing your manhunt rank, you can increase your notoriety there and go to the next one and get better rewards and stuff like that. So again, I like this idea. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Moving down, they actually talk about the matchmaking in the Dark Zone. So what they say is matchmaking in the Dark Zones occurs in 2 separate brackets. On the one side, players are matched in level brackets 1 through 10, 11 through 20, 21 through 30, and normalized to the same power level. On the other side, all players who have reached world tier are matched together and normalized to the same world tier. For players above the normalized power level, bonus statistics are applied to reward you for your time. We have also altered the Dark Zones matchmaking assignment to help solo players play in Dark Zones mostly comprised of other solo players. This is not a hard rule, and players are free to form groups inside the Dark Zones. So again, I kind of went over this yesterday in yesterday's article, but this is pretty cool. Again, I like the idea of being solo and kind of getting put into brackets or Dark Zones that are mostly filled with solo players. I kind of like the idea. Maybe it's still going to happen that you're going to get put into a Dark Zone where a 4-man team is active and playing, but now the matchmaking is a little bit favored towards that kind of scenario, I guess you could say. So if you are solo, most likely you're going to be put into dark zones that are filled with other solo players. Moving down, they actually discuss conflict, and what they say is organized PvP is back in the Division 2. For players who crave dedicated, direct PvP action, they can find this in Conflict, our destination for organized PvP. At its core, this type of PvP creates an opportunity for players to face off in areas without AI complicating their engagements. Here, players queue in 2 organized PvP modes, which are Skirmish and Domination. Also in the next 2 paragraphs, they actually describe the game modes, like how Skirmish is going to work or how Domination is going to work. If you guys want to read them, as I said, check out the description. I'm not really going to go over them because it doesn't really provide that important information, and it's something most of us already know. The next thing I do want to go over is actually this. So what they say is, we have additional gameplay features that will change the outcome of organized PvP matches if used efficiently. Boosts are available in both Skirmish and Domination. These are pre-placed supply crates that reward random team bonuses when activated. Examples include extra armor or extra damage for limited time. Supply drops are also implemented into endgame organized PvP, and these provide specialization ammo. Players receive announcements that supply drops are inbound, and these land on the map. Proceed with caution, as specialization ammo drops if a player is killed while in possession of it. For the first time in the Division, Conflict will feature bespoke maps designed specifically for great PvP focused gameplay. These areas are grounded and inspired by Washington DC, but they are not a one-to-one visual representation, as we did not want to sacrifice PvP balance for authenticity. And then moving down, we actually see the names of these areas, and the first one we have is Capitol Ruins, then we also have Stadium, and we also get Georgetown. We also have a little brief description about them. So first up, Capitol Ruins. Players will compete for control of this forest environment. For Stadium, players fight in urban streets and parking lots outside of a stadium, a baseball stadium. And then Georgetown, players battle for control over rooftop perches in its residential area covered in yellow powder contaminants. So yeah, really cool again. I'm pretty sure they can add a lot more maps, a lot more areas in the future. If this gets a little bit boring or stale, again, they have an option of adding game modes. They also have an option of adding new maps, new areas and stuff like that. So again, a really great idea, and I cannot wait to test this out and actually get some gameplays. The final piece of information I do want to talk about is actually this. So what they say is, to wrap things up, we are happy to announce that separate balancing is in effect in PvE and PvP modes. Skills and talents in organized PvP, for example, have normalized versions that have different statistics than their PvE counterparts. In the Division 2, we want to keep PvP competitive and healthy without negatively impacting players who enjoy PvE. So yes, you guys heard that correctly, separate balancing is in the Division 2 for PvP and PvE. And honestly, I'm a pretty big fan of this. I don't like the idea of them changing one thing and it takes effect in PvP and PvE. Because obviously if something's really overpowered in PvP, there's no point and there's no really reason of changing that for PvE. So again, I'm really excited about this. I'm really happy about this. And hopefully it doesn't get too annoying. Hopefully it's not a bad idea for the Division 2. But honestly, I have faith in them and we'll see how it works out. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I respond to all my comments, and also, if you want to check out the full article with your own 2 eyes, visit the description below. There is some information I didn't really talk about. I didn't really find it that interesting. But if you guys want to know about it, if you want to know pretty much 100% about this article, again, visit the description below. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. As I said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.